The Anglican Communion is the biggest Protestant church, with 85 gazillion members. Most of them are here, but you can also find them here. The Church of England is just where we get the Archbishop of Canterbury, who is a spiritual leader for all Anglicans, and since this job is currently vacant, this could be you. All you have to do is start climbing the Anglican staircase all the way to Archbishop. There's two, but who? The northerner with the cool logo is the Archbishop of York, and he's second in command to the southerner with a mid logo, the Archbishop of Canterbury. The Archbishop of Canterbury is top dog in the Anglican world, and this could be you too. There's just a few requirements. You have to be a UK Anglican and you have to be a priest. JK, in reality you need to be a bishop. Step 1, become ordained. You need to tell your parish priest that you want to be a priest, and they're going to ask you, do you really want it? The DDO is the Diocesan Director of Ordinands. They will meet you regularly for about a year to make sure that this is right for you. This takes ages.
One eternity later.
It's been a year, and the DDO decides you really want this. Welcome to seminary, as long as you're 21. This takes 3 years, and after 2 years you're a deacon. Then 1 year later, you're one of 20,000 priests. Nice one. Step 2, become a bishop. The minimum age is 30, but in practice that doesn't matter. You see, the realistic best case scenario is being a bishop in your mid-40s, so I hope you're having fun as a priest. The Church of England currently employs 115 bishops across 42 dioceses. 73 are suffragan, which is Latin for supporting, because some dioceses are huge and you need bishops to help the main bishop. 42 are diocesan, which is Latin for absolute legends. In theory, any bishop can be appointed Archbishop of Canterbury providing they have proven ability to lead at scale, for example in clergy, the synod, by looking after a massive church, teaching in school and diplomatic work. In reality though, it's only diocesan bishops that get this experience, so if you just got appointed as a suffragan bishop, you've not really moved up the queue. You're a suffering suffragan. Only diocesan bishops can become archbishop, but priests and suffragan bishops are eligible for diocesan bishop roles, and remember, there's 20,000 of these lads, which creates an accidental career bottleneck. Because even with your promotion, you're still competing against priests for the role needed to be selected for archbishop. Anyway, let's say you've waited until you're 21. Joined seminary, studied 2 years to become a deacon, studied another year to be a priest, been a good priest for about 20 years, had a current archbishop elect you as a diocesan bishop, and then the current Archbishop of Canterbury retires by law at age 70. Step 3, it's showtime. It's time for the Crown Nominations Commission. This actually kind of reminds me about one mission in Skyrim, where you're at that big table.
Now that everyone is here, please take your seats.
Anyway, here's what happens. There's a big table, and the Archbishop of York sits at the top of it. He's joined by 6 members of the Synod, 6 members from Canterbury, and 1 Anglican bishop representing each continent, and then 2 non-voting secretaries. The secretaries prepare 8 to 12 dossiers of each of the candidates, which are then discerned through prayerful conversation, with structured decision-making at the end. What this really means is they pray and vote a bit. After this, a small number of candidates are interviewed, and after the interviews, the commission has a first choice and a second choice for the job, and everybody else presumably gets a politely worded email saying they didn't get the job. Now, because the Church of England is a state church, the Prime Minister and monarch are involved in this, and while they don't have any true power, they're still involved. While the monarch of the United Kingdom has to be an Anglican, 10 Downing Street is a secular office with no religious requirement. These are the last 7 prime ministers we've had, and as you can see, they have a fairly diverse religious background. In the 1970s, the Prime Minister selected the Archbishop directly, which led to the possibility of political interference in spiritual leadership. Certainly it might ruffle 85 million Anglican feathers if an Anglican leader was appointed by somebody of a different faith. So the committee was made to prevent politics and religion being too involved. Now, names 1 and 2 are sent to the Prime Minister, who ceremonially forwards the first choice candidate to the monarch. The monarch then asks that person to become Archbishop. Enjoy your new job.